potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Rutgers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
He's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Makes a connection. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys. If he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This offense has a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, first and goal from the 3. Floats it out in space. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Off the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they made it tough. And now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Movement here from the tight end. trying to slam in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
The lone back's got it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll play it safe and try for 3.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but the ball's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Scarlet Knights are on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on the drag route.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pulls it in. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense is going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Works the middle. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on, and just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's got him in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw...
Oh, look out! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. A fair catch called for and made. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Put yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants to go deep, and he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affected the game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Power football with the run. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. All by him. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Penn State. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Catch in the middle. It's DeMarco. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They feed him again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Operating in the red zone here on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Grabbed in the middle. It's DeMarco. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
Man, this has got to be so frustrating because you're running out of time. You're running out of possessions. You got to get the ball back to your offense. Man, this QB just makes a great play. He runs around, scrambles, gets a first down. So frustrating.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. On the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking to scramble. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation, building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Going over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit.
He's got it at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Kennesaw State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. This shave might have been a little closer than Owls fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Penn State! They built a comfortable lead and tried to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Coming after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays.
Oh, it's loose. Bounced right back to them. They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. From the gun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game. And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the draw.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Running to Green. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead.